In this edition of City News, we'll tell you why the community enjoyed a free cup of coffee. Also, a special program is asking you to reconsider everything you know about motorcycle safety. Plus, 2 new additions at El Camino College have made an impact. Find out how they will affect the students and the community. These stories and much more coming up on City News. Hello and welcome to City News. I'm Jennifer Murillo. Coffee with the Cop has been hosted in more than 2,000 communities, and thanks to the Hawthorne Police Department, the program has gone international. Francisco Castillo takes us to the monthly local Coffee with the Cop.
Pour a cup of coffee, take a seat, and talk. That's what the police department wanted to do with the local residents.
I'm going to be meeting some citizens, talking about concerns, having just a little discussion, or just talk about Scotty, talk about the weather, talk about football.
Basically just to reach out to the community, give them an opportunity to meet with us, talk with us.
Sarah Burris showed up to the local Starbucks located on Rosecrans and Ocean Gate, not knowing that Coffee with the Cop was taking place. After speaking with an officer, she was happy to know that this program was being used nationwide.
Well, I think it's really important because I think the more we all work together as a community and the more in touch we are with police officers or firefighters or anyone that helps protect everybody's individual life, how could it be bad? It can only help.
Her son Alexander was greeted with some goodies.
I got a pen and a bag and a picture of Scotty.
Sergeant Robbie Williams says Coffee with the Cop helps place both the community and the officers in a neutral area where both parties can feel at ease, which helps to have a conversation.
Amazing enough, at these Coffee with a Cop forums, people wouldn't necessarily call the police department for their issues, but here they feel very welcome to talk about those things because we're inviting that.
Cops sometimes they can be scary, but when you put a lot of things in perspective in your mind, you kind of need them around, so it gives you a little comfort zone, makes you feel kind of like at home.
With positive feedback from the guests, the Hawthorne Police Department did exactly what they set out to do, which is build relationships with the community one cup at a time. For HCTV, I'm Francisco Castillo.
If you would like more information about the Coffee with the Cop program, visit www.coffeewiththecop.com. The Hawthorne Police Department is currently offering a limited-time program, Ride to Live, a motorcycle safety class. The course, motor officers say, challenges everything you know about riding safely.
Husband and wife, Michael and Wendy Collins, have been riding motorcycles for several years. However, they decided to join their bike group for the Ride to Live program sponsored by HPD.
Everything you can possibly learn helps you out there on the highway and even riding dirt.
It's fun, and he's being very good. He's letting them criticize me instead of him doing it.
Motor officers say basic maneuvering skills, like going around these cones, can make for a life or death situation when on the road.
And all of a sudden they find themselves crashing into the cones, which is fine because that's what we use as an instruction tool so that we can show them, hey, if that was really a wall, you'd be in trouble. So it reinforces the techniques we're teaching them.
Not only are the riders receiving safety tips for the road, they're also getting to know their local law enforcement.
Putting on a class like this on a Saturday where we can come out and top speeds and take turns and have a good time and laugh and joke with them, it makes it all part of the community. That's what it's all about.
Officers say the program is just one of the ways they serve their community and hopefully save lives. For HGTV, I'm Shantae Passmore.
The limited run program is made possible by a donation from the Crown Robinson family. To find out when the next Ride to Live event is, call 310-349-2701. El Camino College is maximizing their space and style. Kelly Moody has a story on these campus extensions.
El Camino College entered the era of green technology with the celebration of 2 new buildings dedicated to applied sciences. Between the 2 structures, nearly 150,000 square feet of classroom space has been made available through Measure E funding. Architecture professor Michael Stallings has assisted in the implementation of an environmental technology program to parallel the advances made through building additions.
We really feel that this is the future of architecture students, that they're going to have to design buildings that more or less work on their own without any utilities like natural gas or electricity.
Stallings has watched the campus evolve for more than 35 years, dating back to his days as an undergraduate at El Camino. He feels his students will have greater opportunities to study in buildings that reflect their academic pursuits. And they seem to agree. Lorena Montez thinks that her area of study is about to become much more popular.
I'm looking forward that it'll attract more students because of the aesthetics. And then once they come in and they like the building, they want to know about the programs.
El Camino translates into the road in English, and with these two new buildings and technology like this welding simulator that's been donated, it's hoped to be a road to success.
This is the envy of the South Bay now. This facility is incredible. It's no longer an old shop building that was 60 years old. It's brand new. Everything that's modern is in here now, and we're pledging to keep up with that modern environment.
Dr. Thomas Follow will end his 20-year presidency at El Camino at the start of 2016. He hopes the final grand openings of these buildings will leave a lasting impact on the community. The modern technology will serve students in areas such as automotive studies, emergency medical technology, fashion, robotics, and much more.
We have, I think, 18 different departments in our division, and each one of those departments has something to do with sustainability and green.
With green buildings and green academics, El Camino College hopes to prepare students for the competitive working world with a little extra environmental spring in their step. This is Kelly Moody, HCTV.
El Camino College was awarded 2 Keenan and Associates Safety Awards for the new buildings, as well as high recognition from state representatives that can be seen on display in the building's lobbies. The 3rd annual Step Into Success job fair was recently held by a coalition of government agencies. But in case you missed it, Shantae Passmore has tips that may help you job seekers find employment.
Inside of Hawthorne Memorial Center, people are looking for an ideal match where job seekers find employment and employers find qualified applicants.
Now we see that the economy had improved a lot, so now there are more jobs.
We have 50 plus different companies here hiring thousands of individuals here throughout the South Bay. I think it's very important to the community to put money back into people's pocket.
While the job market is looking a lot healthier since the crash in 2008, so is the competition among job seekers. According to a Forbes report, the average number of people who apply for any given job is 118.
Going to a job fair is no walk in the park. Recruiters say you should dress for success while also having your resume on hand.
Some people will just come in not prepared.
But if they do come prepared, it may land them not only a job interview, perhaps even an offer on the spot.
So it's kind of hard just going out looking for places and not knowing if they're going to call you back. You know, you're spending all your time filling out applications and doing all these things and not getting any feedback. Typing online, doing everything, and you don't get any feedback. So it's nice it's gratifying right now.
Success stories keep the annual job fair going. Last year, organizers said several hundred people attended, with nearly 200 job seekers finding employment.
We know that a good, high-paying, good quality job is the first step towards someone being able to achieve the American dream.
A dream job seekers say they hope will come true. For HCTV, I'm Shantae Passmore.
According to job fair organizers this year, more than 250 attended the job fair. A handful of individuals were hired on the spot, while some started work that same day. If you're still looking for work and missed this year's job fair, contact the South Bay One Stop for job preparation programs and leads at www.southbayonestop.org. Coming up next on City News, we'll take you to a class that's teaching women how to be prepared in any situation. Plus, find out what caused 3 high schools to team up. There's more news ahead. We'll be right back. Welcome back. In our next story, one woman's frightful experience in public led to the creation of a self-defense class inside of an unlikely place in Hawthorne. Shantae Passmore has this story from the Hawthorne Chamber of Commerce.
Nearly 5 months ago, Patricia Donaldson parked her car at a busy shopping plaza when a man suddenly approached her and demanded she roll down her window and give him money.
Even though my husband's a retired police detective, he has shown me some things, but honestly, nothing came to mind, and I froze.
The CEO and president of the Hawthorne Chamber of Commerce says that traumatic incident led her to team up with a close friend, a trained mixed martial artist, to develop a self-defense class.
We thought it would be a good idea to have some of the local women come out and learn a little bit about health, maintaining physical fitness, and some basic self-defense should they find themselves in a bad situation.
For someone like myself who's not very much of a fighter, there are plenty of self-defense tactics that anyone can learn.
Steve Romero, also a board member on the chamber, taught the ladies basic striking, control, and escape techniques.
Oh, we've been learning great techniques, how to protect ourselves. He was teaching us how to be prepared in situations that we might not be comfortable with.
While basic physical tactics are vital, Donaldson says being aware of one's surroundings at all times is equally important for women. For HCTV, I'm Shantae Passmore.
To find out when the next time the Chamber will be hosting another women's self-defense class, call 310-676-1163. The Hawthorne Recreation and Community Services Department has now made it easier for residents to register for activities. Simply go to the city's website where you can create an online account and view the complete list of activities, dates and times, and prices. To register, simply go to www.cityofhawthorne.org/register-for-activities. To register in person, you can do so by walking into the Recreation and Community Services Department at 3901 West El Segundo Boulevard. Students headed to Dockweiler Beach early on a Saturday morning. Let's find out why. Over 24 avid students, teachers, and parents from Hawthorne Middle School participated in Coastal Cleanup Day.
We want to teach our kids to become leaders, to do something for the community, to give back to the community. So it was a good way for them to see what's happening in their own community and how to help it.
All the trash that's on the streets there goes through our storm drain system and out into the ocean here. It can harm marine life, kill them, and also it's unsafe for humans to be out and recreate in the ocean.
Every year, over 1 million pounds of trash and recyclables are collected, and many students were shocked to see the piles of trash that wash ashore.
It was very fun, but surprising how stuff came to the beach. I found foam, I found plastic, we found straws, and many other things.
It's really important for us to have the younger generation out here today. They're the future of our community, and we need them out here, and it's an educational experience too, to really see where the trash is coming from so we can prevent it in the future.
Many other Hawthorne students also took part in Coastal Cleanup Day, as this annual event takes place across California on the third Saturday in September.
So we actually have over 10,000 volunteers throughout the coast of California today actually doing this cleanup, which is the largest volunteer day on the planet.
It's really fun to help, to see that the community is safe and sound, that it's all clean, the beach, and we can all come and enjoy.
Students were also able to witness how many other things get stuck in the ocean, as volunteer divers came back with trash-filled bags that were collected at only 25 to 30 feet below the surface.
To see these young faces, seeing scuba gear for the first time, seeing the debris that we bring out of the ocean, and just physically being here on the beach in contact with the water and getting that messaging by being in this experience and being part of this process really lays a great foundation for these young folks.
Don't throw it because we eat this fish too, so you're basically harming yourself.
Rachel Stitch said it's important to remind everyone to be aware of our actions as they impact the environment. To participate in next year's statewide Coastal Cleanup Day or to find out about other cleanup programs, go to www.coastal.ca.gov. The Da Vinci School's athletic program was approved to be part of the California Intergalactic Federation. Daniel Lilly has more.
Signed, sealed, and approved, the athletes from the 3 Da Vinci schools are collaborating under one team, known as the Weisburn Da Vinci Wolves.
We're excited to be able to offer sports in, for both boys and girls in volleyball and soccer, basketball. We have track and we have cross country as well.
Although the volleyball team had a rough start this season, that's only got the Wolves fired up.
You'll notice behind me they're practicing, so getting them to talk is a big thing for us because it's all about getting them together as a team.
This season, I expect us to get a lot better than we did last season because last season was a trial run. So this season, I expect us to do great things and just try our hardest and make playoffs.
The whole school was accepted into CIF, from volleyball to cross country. With a successful track and field season behind them, Coach Roland Hendricks and his cross-country team are ready to compete and go full throttle.
Being a new team, I really just want to build this program, get more athletes out here, and make sure that we have the support of the school, support of the community.
We've come to practice every day after school from 4:30 till 6, and we run together.
Thomas Curry stated, the number 1 goal is to establish a well-balanced school environment with academics coming first.
Any student that joins a team, they have to maintain the course established 2.0 GPA. Of course, we expect them to reach higher, which the majority of them do.
According to Dr. Chris Jones, the school is hoping to add swimming, water polo, baseball, and softball in the near future. For HCTV, I'm Daniel Lindley.
To learn more about the Da Vinci Athletics program, visit their website at www.davincischools.org. When we return, we'll show you the newest artistic highlight to hit the city. The community came out to celebrate the opening of a new art exhibit at the Cultural Education Center for the Arts. Kelly Moody has the story.
The Cultural Education Center for the Arts, or CECA, opened a new exhibit featuring artwork created by local students with disabilities. Students were asked to respond to the theme, Who We Are, Where We Are, through photography. Rachel Lewis is the program director at the Epicenter. She believes art is a way to bridge communication between her students with disabilities and the community.
It's a way for people that are nonverbal or for people that just don't know how to express themselves with words to show how they're feeling and how they want the world to see themselves.
Lewis explained the project's emphasis on boosting self-esteem through creativity. Over the course of 2 months, students learned to use cameras with volunteer instructors and created artwork to display and sell. Exhibit visitor Stu Lieback shared that he couldn't resist purchasing one of the pieces.
What I love about this particular organization is it gives those individuals who are challenged the ability to express themselves.
The evening included a variety of inclusive artistic activities with performances from local musicians, a live painting demonstration, dance floor, and photo booth fun for attendees to enjoy. Stephanie Escobar, who coordinates the exhibit, hopes that the artwork will continue to support the interests of the artists and the visitors.
Having all these people come from the community and look at their artwork and buy their artwork and just I've heard so many positive comments from people today.
Escobar encourages visitors to attend future workshops, continuing the mission of spreading art throughout the city. The Who We Are, Where We Are exhibit will remain on display at CECA through February of 2016. This is Kelly Moody, HCTV.
For more information on this exhibit, visit www.artsandservices.org. Phantom Galleries LA and Hawthorne often host new exhibits. The latest art shows features a combination of street and nature mixed in with something transformational. Shantae Passmore has this story.
Located right on Hawthorne Boulevard is Phantom Galleries LA preparing for the opening reception of not one, but 2 art shows. The first stop is Transformations, which features Peggy Seibert.
This show, though, is kind of the finalization of this body of work that I decided to push it to its furthest to complete it and be able to move on.
For 15 years, the artist says she reworked several projects because she felt like they were incomplete.
Well, many times we don't get to see artists, exhibit how they're trying to transform their work. They may want to show you after they've completed a transformation.
Next door, a jam fest was taking place as people viewed art inspired by the streets and wild at the Schooled from the Streets exhibit.
I just want them to feel the vibe of the bringing the streets into the gallery.
Artists such as Colette Miller and Morley gave the exhibit its urban edge, while Valerie Weller and V softened the art show with their pieces reflecting nature's beauty and wild side.
Oh, it's awesome. Yeah, it's really great. There's so many great artists out coming and just doing their thing.
Throughout the evening, people visited both exhibits, showing that art has something for everyone. For HCTV, I'm Shantae Passmore.
To learn more about Phantom Galleries, visit www.phantomgalleriesla.com. The city of Hawthorne will be hosting 2 free events you might want to make note of. On October 24th, the Fall Paper Shredding and E-Waste Collection will be held at City Hall from 9 a.m. to noon. They will also be offering free compost and emergency supply containers, so be sure to bring your own shovel and bags for the compost. On October 31st, the West Basin Water District will be giving away free wine barrels at City Hall from 9 a.m. to noon. To be placed on an interest list, contact the South Bay Environmental Services Center at www.sbesc.com/calendar or call 310-371-4633. HCTV is also both pleased and saddened to announce that our reporter Sofia Pop accepted a staff assignment editor position for NBC Universal Telemundo 52 in Universal City. Pop joined our news team in 2007. Viewers may be familiar with her work as she reported, produced, and anchored various shows on our channel. We wish her the best of luck at her new station. She will be missed. Keep it right here on Channel 22 for these future city news stories. We'll take you to the family and pet extravaganza. Also learn more about the All-Olympian Gym and find out tips on how to stay safe on the road during rainy days. That does it for this edition of City News. Thanks for watching. If you have any story ideas, please call us at 310-349-1630. Don't forget you can watch City News online on YouTube by searching Hawthorne Community Television. We'll leave you now with more footage from Heal the Bay. See you next time.